Hey Andrew, this is Damon, just getting some video to you of your golf lesson. Here is your setup swing, slightly strong grip, which is potentially part of the reason why the ball will go to the right for you, but I don't see enough of a problem to warrant changing that at this point. Maybe we'll look at that in the next few weeks. Right now I look at the setup and think it's pretty darn good. Good angles, good everything. So anyway, let's move it away. Pretty good. Early-ish set of the wrists. Pretty good. And you go to the top. And what I'd say about this backswing from a face-on view is, you tend to look as though you swing your arms a little bit too much and not turn your body. You got a decent turn there, but it's not that big. So just noticing things at this point. Most things look alright. Impact looks a little flippy there, where if you draw that line between the right shoulder and the ball, the hands are a little bit behind that red line there. Again, I'm just looking at that as an observation at this point in this particular video, and sort of seeing what else is happening, and then making decisions based on that. That's the position that worries me right there. Right past post impact there. Your arms are very, very close to your body. You really pull your right arm in that early post impact position. Means just swiping at it, losing distance, etc., etc. The other thing that stands out, if you look at your right foot there, through the impact area, you definitely do spin out, which is a pretty clear indication that you're not quite balanced in that right leg, right side, through the impact area. Another reason why you won't kind of extend properly through the ball and finish. And it's kind of a decent finish, but it's not very powerful, I would put it. Anyway, as we go on through your videos, here is, again, that's an early sort of part of the lesson, that video. Setup looks decent from this angle. Nothing dramatic going on. Bit high. Club face is in a good position. Right wrist is in a good position. Arm plane is a little bit high. What I mean by that is, if you look at that angle there, I'd like to see the arm more through the right shoulder there, or the left shoulder, should I say, at the top. So that's something I'd be looking at. But the reason for that is, as we worked on during the golf lesson, and I try to show you, but it's pretty hard to see, in the sunlight and everything else. If we just draw a line here, it's kind of a 90-degree line, right outside the hands at address, and you can see what you do in the early part of the takeaway. Those hands go straight away from your body and set the club on a decent plane, but the arms have worked away from your body and separated, and already you're out of rhythm with your arms and body turn. And that's, I think, the reason why you get out and pretty high with that arm plane. And you start down, and it's decent, kind of what I'd call a soft pivot, because you are a bit upright. And then the next thing that I'm looking at is, you can see let's say this is the target line, and I'm drawing the target line out towards that white flag out there, approximately that line there, if you like. And you can see your club head is already outside that target line pre-impact. So there's another reason why you'll kind of swipe that right arm across. So you can see you pull heavily towards the inside there. That's why your right arm collapses. Decent release, but definitely that's the area there where the club head is outside that red line through before impact. So anyway, then we get to work and see what happens then on after. Put the board down as a visual reference for the club head mainly. Obviously, if you strike it, the toe of the club is going out, and that's no good. But mainly that board is there for a visual reference, so that you swing the club inside in the backswing like you just did there. The other thing, if you look at your hand path there, still a little bit outside, but work inside, a little bit outside, and as a result, you're a little bit high with that right arm at the top. But now you're trying to work inside a little bit better. You can see as you come through that impact area, your club head's inside the target line, briefly outside, so this wasn't a great swing, but it was alright. You know, that's the funny thing about golf swings, is you can make pretty average golf swings and still do decently if you know, a couple of the right compensations occur. So now we've got the board outside the club head. We've got that little red line there outside your hands. Let's see what happens now. See, the hands are starting to come back inside. You feel as though you're taking the club inside there. And as a result, the arm path is a little closer to the right shoulder, the left shoulder at the top of the swing. And you're still a little bit outside there, but you know, you're working towards the inside of the ball and better contact. And there's your finish position. So what else have we got here? One more swing, I think. And then, you know, during a lot of the rest of the lesson, so we've got the inside hand path. We've got tracking the ball from the inside. That turn looks about the same as what it did, but you know, you'll improve that. Coming from the inside. About the same impact as before, but definitely a little bit better extension through the ball. So we've got a bit of work to do with that sort of look of the arms and strike of the ball. And you know, the main thing with everything is just to get you hitting the ball better. Number one, to know why you're hitting it better, and to have, you know, knowledge as to, you know, if you do get a little bit off, whether you hit it right or you hit it left or you hit it too high or hit it too low, you can immediately kind of have a plan of attack to make it better on the golf course and on the driving range, and to continue a process of getting better every day. So this is the start. Inside hand path, a bit more extension through the ball. You know, use the odd training aid like a shaft in the ground, or you know, a pole outside your ball target line. Use mirrors for visual references. Use whatever you need to keep, you know, getting good feedback on your golf swing. Anyway, I will see you Friday, I think at 1 o'clock, and we'll go number 2. Talk to you soon. Cheers, mate.